Right. No one talk. We've got little time. We've got to get on with it. The book is sort of alright now. We do need to stretch out the first chapter though. We could do that later. He's on it like a car bonnet. Favourite saying of me. We haven't got a lot of time today because it's currently 10:16 and we've got to be somewhere at 10 to so 11:50. So we haven't got all the time in the world to make this episode, and obviously I don't know because we're sending this off to the BBC in instalments. I don't know whether they're putting it together as one big thing or as the tiny little thing and putting it on the iPlayer rather than BBC Three like they promised. We don't want to tell Albert any of our worries because we are mortified. I am anyway. I haven't got time to think. Anyway, so something in my mouth. Anyway, I don't know what to do. Obviously, we have to leave this in the documentary because it stretches it out. Because then it's, well, we don't want it to be as long as 17 minutes, but we want it to be more than 14 minutes. So, I don't really know what to do. Help, yes, is what we need help. Whether or not Albert can help us is another question altogether. I don't know whether Albert knows how much of a rush we're in today, and I don't want him to know because then he rushes his lines, we make the episode rubbish. I know that the chapter won't be long at all, but we will have to bulk that out at the end once we've done the documentary, once it's aired, because the whole point is, well, okay, so I'll already have probably aired whilst we're doing the finishing touches, but the last episode, episode 6, when that airs out, that's when the book needs to be out, because then we can promote the book afterwards. Yes, right, so, yes. So, that's an homage to W1A, and 10%, yes, okay, anyway, so we haven't got long, and, we have to make sure that the book makes sense, but we do that at the end, before we publish it, because we're not getting Albert to do the front cover and the back cover, because it's not in Albert's skill set, and it's not Albert's job. That's our job, because we are the industry professionals, as you will. So we're the ones that are gonna fix that. You lot just carry on with what you're doing, and I'll do all the talking if I need to talk to him, but I won't. What else? What else is there? Well, obviously, we need to make sure that Dave the Duck has an interesting path after he spent a few weeks saving people. So I was thinking, and I'm not going to tell Albert this, but we're going to imply that we're going to edit it to make it sound like this, but we want Dave to be, we want him to be on Blue Peter, we want him to have some sort of interesting experience elsewhere, and we want him to end up doing something really funny in this chapter. Obviously saving other people is funny, because he's a duck and he's a lifeguard, but now we want him to go international, viral, as all the young kids are saying. I don't really know what the young kids are saying, but I know that, yes, right, that the young people are saying viral, not, I don't know, is it, I don't know. No, obviously I'm not down with the kids. Yo, down with the kids, yes. No, I am not down with the kids as they say in their ways of language. But I am up with the grown-ups. So obviously children won't be reading this book at all, because it's for the age of children where the parents read them the story. So it's still them learning the words. They might read it in the future, but at the beginning they won't be reading it. The parents will be reading it before they go to bed. The Adventures, Dave the Duck. Dave the Duck. Oh, we could turn it into an audiobook as well, but then that takes too much time, and then we would have to create another documentary to turn into an audiobook, and it'd be like, ugh. I'm too lazy for that. I'm happy to do the documentary for the BBC, like I've been saying this entire time, team, but Yes, so if any of you got any questions, please do ask me afterwards, because we're currently recording this because it makes the documentary more interesting, and because we haven't got enough time to answer questions right now. You can ask me all the questions later when we're back in the office, not in Albert's office, because Albert's currently making himself a cup of tea downstairs. So, well, he's probably making it and drinking it, because I've told him to take as long as he needs, because we need to spend time talking to the documentary viewers. We need to hide our identities, so using not taking off the lens cap, which all the viewers heard me do, so that we don't get found out to be the behind the scenes people. Not yet, anyway. So yeah. So what I'll do is I'll get Albert to come in, and I'll get him in, and we'll begin. We'll get him to the interview bit first, and then we'll get him to go to the screen to do the thing. We want to make sure we don't lose our screen recording, else we'll go our mouse. Anyway, so we need to crack on, because we haven't got all the time in the world, because it's now 10:22. 10:22. 10:22. It's 10. Anyway, we haven't got time for that. Right. Albert, come on through now, come on. I'll set this up for you to be able to press record yourself if you want, because I know you like doing that. That's one of your favourite parts of the process. So I'll let you do that. And yeah, I'll just walk off, shall I? Yeah. Right. Come on, Albert. We haven't got all the time in the world. Chop chop. Right. I'm here now. I'm in my seat. Right. Do you want me to turn the light on? I can turn the light on, and I'll put it to the camera. No? You don't want the light on? You want to see what it looks like without light on? Right, okay. Hello? It's very dark. Is it the microphone, everyone? It's very dark in here. Now it's lighter. But I want to be orange. Oh, I'm now orange. Let's see what the orange light looks like. Sorry, microphone. Ah! I'm dropping everything now. Luckily, I didn't hit them because of far back to them, because they don't want to interact with me. No, that's gonna fall. Right, we're now in the orange light. It's very bright. Very bright. Anyway, so, today we're doing chapter 3. I've heard we haven't got a lot of time. I did overhear it. I did. Sorry. Obviously not I'm saying anything now that we've started rolling, but I did, I don't know why I'm putting scissors. I did overhear that. So, let's crack on then. So, let me just sit and think for a second. So, I'm Albert. Dave the Duck went on to Blue Peter and became an international celebrity. Let's run with that. So, I'll go off and go and crack on with that, because when we can make the writing segment longer. Why am I clapping my hands? I don't know. I used to be a children's presenter. I wanted to be a Blue Peter, really, but I don't see that happening unless I win the Blue Peter Book of Awards prize, which probably won't happen either, because I don't even know if they do that anymore since Lindsay left. Anyway, let's go crack on. I'll walk off. Do I close that or not? No, I won't. I'll let you put your own transition, because I know you like doing that in the editing process, don't you? I'll take the light with me though. I'll take the light. I won't turn it off on screen, so it looks more interesting. Right, so what I'll do is I'll press record now. Now, yes. Right, so let me wheel myself to a side a little bit more so you can see me. So, the story will be Dave was such a I've got this mini drum here, and I love a mini drum interlude actually. to whoever happy birthday to you. That is my drum interlude. Back to the writing. Dave was such a hero. He got invited to be on Blue Peter. Woo! I move the keyboard to my lap so I can think, write and look. Ooh! So, thinking with my chin that isn't hairy. Full stop, right. Let's start a new sentence. When Dave got to the Blue Peter Studios, he was very excited as he was the first talking duck. Yeah, it's spelled duck, yes, correct. Duck on the show. The presenters did not seem to be bothered about the fact that Dave could talk and had arms. Right. When they went live, Dave, capital J for Dave, Dave was very nervous. He ended up talking about Doctor Who instead of his achievement of saving people. Let's check my errors now. There's a blue line, there's a blue line, there's a red line. Oh, there's a blue line. Right. The presenters, yes, the presenters gave Dave the highest blue, gave him the gold Blue Peter badge for all his work being a real life superhero. Let's stop. There we go. A few weeks after he had been on the show, he was a national hero and became a sir. Oh, stop. There we go. That's where we'll end the chapter. Right. So, let's recap. Dave the Duck is now Sir Dave the Duck, because he's been knighted. So the next chapter will be about his experience of being knighted by the Queen. Because obviously, he's got a gold repeater badge, he's been a blue Peter, and now he's got this thing. Let me get that landcap, because I'll call the video off, call the episode off with a landcap. So, now we know that he's a mega star, and he's going to be knighted. In the next episode, we'll talk about why he was knighted, what's his experience with like meeting the Queen as the first ever talking duck. So, there we go. Guys, I'm going to end the episode here, and you can talk to me about what you thought about the chapter in a minute, right? Gerald, or no, James is what you call it, isn't it? The one that actually speaks. Yes, Albert, yes, yeah. Right, what did you think of it, James? Yes, right, yes. I loved it. I like the idea. I think it's a hilarious idea that you, called him a Sir now. He's now a Sir Dave the Duck, and he was on Blue Peter. How are you going to move it forward from there? Well, what I've decided to do is I've decided to, what's the best way to put this? Decided to make him meet the Queen, and he become best friends with the corgis, and he met other local heroes like Richard Herring. I can't think of any other people that have got animal type names. Yes, yes, that is quite hard to think of other puns where the person's last name or first name is related to an animal. So a herring, a red herring, I can't think now. No, can't think. Right, anyway, so thank you for coming in. I will let you disappear. I've had so much fun with you on here today. Good shoot, well done. We are trying to develop more camera angles, but obviously being a limited team with a limited room, we can't really do all these standard documentary angles. I do apologise, but we are on the way of fixing that. We also are going to just do some tweaks and bits and bobs of your book once it's done, so we can make sure it's published ready. Oh, that's perfectly fine. We can make sure it's all spelled correctly, make sure it reads sensibly, and make sure it makes a cohesive story. Thank you. Bye. I'm going to stay here if you are just, I don't know. We'll have a cup of tea downstairs if you want in a minute. I'll just turn this on now, shall I? Yes, yes, please, thank you. Bye.